Welcome to Zen in a Moment, episode 24 with Zen Crier DeBrook. Alrighty, so this is an interesting one, and I'm so excited to be able to present this to you. I'm pretty excited about everything I present to you guys because it's all made such a difference in my own life. But this one I love a lot. It has opened up a lot of doors for me in a lot of ways. And when I first heard about this, it kind of goes in with the whole thing about an infinite possibility, right? That we have in our life as far as choices in this present moment. And when I first heard about quantum physics, I was studying and someone used the word, they were talking about different scientists, and when they look at a quantum particle, that quantum particle will do what they think it's going to do. Meaning, if it's going to spiral, they'll see it spiraling, or if they think it's going to pop in and out of existence, it'll pop in and out of existence. If they think it's going to do a straight line, whatever the scientist that's witnessing it thinks that particle is going to do, it does it. It's called the observer effect. And the sentence itself that I read in the book said, when the scientist makes a judgment. And I thought, it's an interesting, instead of choice, they said judgment, which makes sense because if you're coming from a scientific hypothesis, which is an educated guess, then you're judging the facts in a particular way, and then you want to see if the judgment you've made is accurate or not accurate. But it's not really a choice. In scientific experiments, it's not that the scientist is making a choice in presenting the hypothesis. I mean, of course, he makes a choice to come up with one, but it's really a judgment. And I started thinking about all the ways that I judge people, myself, the world around me, in my life. And then I really got this big aha, which was, when I make a judgment about somebody, that person has a tendency to do just like the quantum material does. They will show up like I think they're going to show up. Even if they're not showing up in the way I think they're going to, I will presume it. I will take all of the evidence that I'm witnessing and I will attribute it to this one hypothesis that I made about the person. And then I realized, wow, judgments kill miracles. When I make a judgment about a thing, a situation, a person, what happens is I set the quantum material up to do the thing that I'm observing. And that's what I observe. And then that person can't show up. Think about when you go home for Christmas, for instance. I talk about this a lot. Holidays, whatever you celebrate, you go home and you're with your family and you've done a ton of work on yourself, and then somehow you end up being like you were in their eyes years before. When you were a kid or a teenager, or whatever they think about you, you end up starting to prove them right in your actions, and you're wondering, what the heck is going on? I'm not this person anymore. Well, there's a couple things going on, and one is the mirror, which I'll talk about more. But the other thing that's going on is they have a judgment. They're seeing you in a particular way, and it's like a frequency. They're experiencing you in a particular way that's old and not fresh and not present, and you start reenacting some of the old behavior. And think about all the people that we have in the world that we judge on a regular basis. Judgments are running rampant in our media right now. If somebody even says they're a particular have a political bias that's opposite of yours, you have a bunch of assumptions. In fact, most of what I'm witnessing in media on all sides is that they're throwing their judgments around and they're putting people in boxes that may or may not be true. Somebody could be, for instance, pro-life and conservative. They could be pro-choice and conservative. It can go either way. It's completely not something that is, if you're this, then you're obviously that. A does not equal B. And that's how we're treating each other, and that's how we're experiencing each other in the world, and it kills miracles. And I'm on this planet to have miracles unfold, and to have us get our heads together and get ourselves together and get this earth the way we want it to be, get our societies and our communities the way we want it to be. And one of the things that I'm finding that's helping me a lot is dropping the judgments, being present with the experience of what I'm hearing or who I'm with, or what my thought is for the future. And seeing what really shows up and using my internal guidance system and its openings to make my choices instead of judgments. Judgments are knee-jerk. Think of a guy leaning against an old Corvette with his shirt open, older, gold change, hair hanging out. What's the first thing you think? Think of a police officer. What's the first thing you think? President Clinton. Don't want to say the other two right now because it's too polarizing. But President Clinton, there's lots of people who love that man, and there's lots of people who see him as a shyster. We all have these judgments, but they're knee-jerk, and they're not in the present moment. They're coming from our past. I even have people say to me in discussion that there's no way we're going to make it, that the humanity is doomed. That's a judgment, not a choice. And if you've decided that humanity's doomed, what you're going to see is a bunch of quantum material lining up to prove you right. And I want to be right, that we're going to be fine. And we've got some work to do. We've made a lot of fertilizer on this planet that we could use to make an incredible society. And you know what fertilizer is. All right, go forth and have an amazing day. Pay attention to your knee-jerk judgments. Judgments kill miracles, and we need miracles. I love you, and I'm sending you blessings. Are you feeling stuck? Are you in your own personal Groundhog Day? I know what that feels like. And I want to let you know, if you're enjoying the Zen in a Moment mini pods, I have something even more profound and powerful for you. I have a community that I've started, Fear Free Human Collective, and there is a free level. It costs nothing to join. In that free level, you'll get a free trial of our 14-day quick start program called the Fear Free Mind Experience. You get the first 4 days of that. And you also get access to our membership area where we have a general discussion, where you can meet other people who are using their internal guidance system. And I have a monthly masterclass that I do where we take on a topic every single month where you examine your closings, and I share with you how to get rid of closing thinking. You know, for instance, I know one month that we did is the self-sabotage, all the thinking we have that's negative about ourselves and who we are and what we do and what we're accomplishing and how far along we are in life. And we get together and we will explore that and release all those closings and find openings. I want to have you come and join this program. It's free for you to join. If you want to do more, you can. It's super affordable. But at least come join the free and be around people who are like-minded like you and who are learning to use their internal guidance system. I want to enjoy this with you and have you be a part of this, because if you're listening to this mini pod, you're special and you have something to contribute to the world. And I want to know more about you and what you're here to do. So go to BeFearFreeNow.com and check out what we have to offer. Check out the people in the community. You'll get to see our members in our membership directory, and you're going to get to you'll find that the people who are attracted to the internal guidance system work are pretty awesome. They're very special. I hope to see you there. I'm sending you love and blessings. Go forth and have an amazing day.